What is the deal, T-Subs and Squad? So listen, I'm late. I'm late for a very important date. I'm late. For the review for Family or Fiance, this is still season 1, Dear Lord God in Heaven, episode 19, Chase and Eric, Wildin to the wedding. I will say this. I'm going to have to add Chase as well as Eric in on my list of favorite couples on Family or Fiance thus far. I love the fact that the both of them came up there with the willingness and open-mindedness, if that's the word, to come up here, be vulnerable, pull out, strip everything down to their bare bones and do the work. Really do the work to show and prove that there is love there, that they do love each other, and that they do want to make it work. So for that, shout out to both Chase and Eric. So Chase and Eric, they met while she was still doing her undergrad. She never said where. And they've been together for 7 years, and they've only been engaged for a year. So then we meet their families. I must say, I actually enjoyed both the groom and the bride's families this go around. And y'all know any other time I would review this show, I always seem to have a problem with somebody, if not all of them hoes, on both sides of the family. I can honestly say this is the first time that I actually enjoyed both of the families because they did not allow Chance or Eric to backpedal and coochie pop in the handstand about they fuck shit and fuckery. And I was all here for it. So basically they're here because they have a lot of issues. Money management being one, trust being another because of the infidelity that went on. Plus, the both of them are trying to have kids. So y'all know Tracy McMillan, she is the resident therapist that's going to be there for them for the weekend to help them navigate through the different things that they want to work on and be there to be that listening ear and also help them be able to do steps to get them to where it is that they need to go because ultimately both of them want the blessings from both of their families. So she gave both of them tasks. The groom, Eric, was chosen to do money management with the bride's family, and Chase was tasked to do a timeline of the whole 7 years for the groom's family. The both of them wants to have a baby, but they can't because of his drinking, his smoking, and his excessive partying. And she's also going blind in both eyes, and she has a lot of depression. I don't really know. Listen, I understand how she feels. The last time I went to the eye doctor, that nigga told me that, by the time I was 30, I was going to be legally blind. I'm 32, and although I need my glasses to see, I see just fine. So I say that to say this. You never know what God has in store for you in the horizons. When the doctor says no, God says yes. So always, Chase, make sure that you always keep that in the back of your head and do not sit back and count the days of whether I'm going to see or whether I'm not going to see. Mama, you just need to make the best out of the worst situation that you possibly can and stop letting that hold you back from what it is that you need to get to. As far as your depression, I understand how it can be a depressing thing to think you're young, you're still young, you're vibrant, you're living your life, and then you have this huge stumbling block that is in your way. I can get the depression. I definitely can get the depression, but I really hope that you seek some other type of help to help you cope with that, should that be, your future. But always keep in mind that when doctor says no, God says yes. Always remember that. The 6-month affair. Lord, I need to take a drink for this. That drunken interlude was brought to you all by Absolute Juice, okay? So, Eric decides to have a 6-month affair. Basically, what the situation was is he met a young lady, and the first time he decided to cheat and have and sleep with this young lady was the night before he engaged. He got engaged to Chance, and he kept it all the way real and honest with her family when he says, "Listen, I'm gonna be real with y'all. I had every intentions on stopping the affair the day before I was to get married. Um, and the only reason why it did not make it that far was because Chance found out about it, and then Chance, blasted the woman and called her out and put her business all out on Front Street, all over the social medias. I'm going to tell y'all something. I don't feel bad for that bitch, okay? One thing about it, and the two things for certain, I'm more than sure she knew that that man was engaged, and she still didn't mind laying the low and spread a wide for him for the 6 months. So I don't feel bad or no ways tied to her getting blasted out all over all over Al Gore's internet. I don't care. Let this be a cautionary lady to you hoes who thinks that it's fun or exciting or okay to lay down, lay low, and spread a wide with a nacho. You're going to end up like that young lady. I cannot feel bad for her. And I don't understand how anybody else expected for Chase to react. See, because as far as I'm concerned, Chase went lightly on it. Because y'all know my motto. I just would have gotten my vehicle and ran both of them hoes over. So what's worse? Getting blasted over internet or be dead? The blow up at the dinner table and her taking up for Eric. That point is what made me say, yo, I really dig this couple, because even though he did a transgression and even though it may have been hard for her to get over it, what you're not going to do is disrespect this man in front of her presence, and vice versa as it came to Eric and Chance. So I was here for that. You don't ever allow anybody to disrespect your partner, your husband, your wife, or whatever it is that you have. You don't ever allow nobody to do that. And I don't care what they did. Chance and her mom has issues because she feels that she's too negative, and she raised her to be rough and to have tough skin. Chance have a conversation with her mom, but her mom wasn't having any of what she was saying. I understand both sides of this spectrum. From Chance's standpoint, I get it, because at the end of the day, whether I am making a big mistake, you need to just stand back and allow me to make that mistake. I'm a grown-ass woman. But at the same time, Chance, you're not a mom yet. And it's only when you do become a mom and you see somebody really hurt your child that you will understand why your mama behaved and reacted and treated Eric the way that she did. I can't say if I had a daughter, I wouldn't have treated him no differently. So I definitely understood both sides, but I was here for you for standing up for your mama and letting your mama know, listen, you ain't gotta like it, but this is who I'm gonna be with. So you need to either fall in line or fall all the way left. Moving on, because I ain't gonna make this too long. The guys go to work out with a fitness trainer named Jerry, and I was all here for that. Shout out to Jerry. And I am glad that Eric did not make such a big deal about going out and working out and getting himself fit so that they're able to have kids. Both of them want kids. She's not the one with the issue here. You are. So I'm glad that he didn't think or find it robbery to do that for not only her, but for him and his sake and his health too. And shout out to his best friend and his cousin. Yeah, I believe they were both his best friends and his cousin. Shout out to the both of them for putting in the work with him. Chase and Eric write down things that they forgive each other for and want to make better, and they put it in a box to bury it. When they get down to the fair, Eric tells her that if she hasn't really forgiven him, truly forgiven him, then he don't want her to put that in the box. But she has forgiven him for it, because she says, if I don't forgive you, this is going to constantly be a stumble block, and we can't move forward if I'm constantly looking back. And that's something that I tell y'all all the time. You can't get to what God has for you when you're too busy looking back. So I am glad that, they were both able to bury that finally. Because I hate when somebody say that they forgive you for something, but then every time y'all have an argument, that's the first thing that they want to come out their mouth. It's about how you cheated on them and made them feel like this and made them feel like that. So I am glad that she finally decided to get over that. I understand how hard it could be for her to do that, but I am glad that she's at least putting forth the effort and saying, you know what, I do forgive you, I will forgive you, I can forgive you, and we gonna move on. Chase and her mother come to an understanding, and Chase's mother promises to do better. Shout out to you, mama. You did the right thing. At the end of the day, yes, that's your child, but she's a grown damn woman, and at some point, you just got to let them fall and make the mistakes on their own. The gag is, you could be very right about this not changing him, but at the end of the day, you still want to be able to be there for her to help comfort her if and when that situation should come down again. Basically, the both of them, both sides, were able to give their blessings. Everybody gave their blessings, including the moms, and I was all here for that. They got married September 29th, 2019. Eric has been exercising regularly and lost 20 pounds, and they're saving up for fertility treatments. Shout out to Chase and Eric. Like I said, I like them a lot. I'm glad that the both of them came there to actually do the work and not just be seen on TV. Shout out to the families, both moms. I liked it. I liked it a lot. This was a really good episode for this to kind of be the first episode because they had a sneak peek. But the sneak peek was a full-blown episode that I did not watch because I ain't know that the shit was on until I went down to Bondi's Blue YouTube page. Shout out to Bondi Blue, and I saw that she did a review. I said, excuse me? Family or Fiance is back on. So yeah, it's back on, and it's back on the repertoire. So y'all drop down in the comments. Y'all let me know what y'all thought about. I want to say it came on Saturday, last Saturday's episode. And I'm going to keep it up here on the repertoire, so continue to be on the lookout for that. And until the night when we do Marriage Boot Camp, I'm going to holler at y'all later. Bye.
I just woke up and I rolled up. I just woke up and I rolled up. And I got my plane ticket. That kush, that be my starter kit. I just woke up and I rolled up.